All right, gangsters, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with special guest. You know him, you love him. Sam Lucio News. Give it up, everyone. Give it up, everyone.
The crowd goes mild.
This is wild. Welcome back to the Weekly 415 podcast. I'm your host, as always, Reed Indart. Episode 4. We're cranking through these, and Sam, you've been on 2 of them. You're splitting it 50-50.
What can I say? The fact that I have been invited back once is a miracle.
No,
the fact that I've been able to say that I've been here half the time is, an absolute honor.
Sweet, man. Well, appreciate you coming on. We've got a fun one lined up. So, obviously, I believe the last time we were talking was after the deadline, the Friday after. And we were both kind of down in the dumps saying, oh, well, it's over. It's chopped. It's not going to happen. And
I think those words verbatim came out of our mouths.
I think that's somewhat of exactly what we said. And
yes.
Now, 13 games left, 12 if you don't want to count today's game. They're in it.
They are as in it as they have been.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
A little less in it than the last weekend, but
hey, the fact that they even got up to a playoff spot is nothing short of a miracle.
Pretty unreal. Yeah. So we're gonna hit heavy on that. We got a little mini game too. So we'll hit that midway through. And yeah, just another time of talking ball, talking shop. And yeah. Should we get started?
Oh, I'm more than ready to get started here.
Alrighty. So obviously, as we alluded, the Giants are on a run. They are on a run of all runs. I don't even know what to call it, but they're on a run. Oh, cheers, man.
I didn't know if you wanted it in there or not, but
yeah. They're on a run of runs. Currently 2 games back of that last wild card spot. Last time we recorded, they were probably around 10, 12 out.
Yeah, they were.
It was bad because they were under 500. They were a game under 500.
A low point. I mean, they had just sold. I mean, they had traded away their 2 best relievers, and then one of their longest tenured guy. It was Mike Yastrzemski.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to find a lot of bright spots after that, but yeah, I mean, go figure that with the power of friendship, they're rallying. And now they're only 2 out of a wild card. They were in a wild card. Now they had a little bit of a rough series against the Dodgers, and then lost game 1 to the D-backs. Looking for a bounce back tonight. They're off to a good start.
Currently,
but it's first inning. We're gonna relax for just a minute, but we like the start.
We love it. Tristan Beck on the mound. Currently 4 pitches in, and that's about all I can say about that. But yeah, so let's kind of hop into the run that they've been on. Obviously, we've alluded to it. They're 2 back. What do you think? I think how did it happen? Because I'm really not even sure what clicked, but whoa, because they were down in the dumps. We were chalking the season up. We both said it's pretty much over. There could be some life left, but what has changed since the middle of July?
Well, I think
or August or
they've kind of 180'd in 2 ways. One great, the other not great. One, the great thing, and I know we talked about it last time we were chatting about the Giants. Their offense stunk. They are hitting right now. They were. They were. Oh, we back?
I just turned my TV off, so maybe
we have connection.
Yep, we're good. Yeah, you're
back.
Good.
All right, cool. So, to run back in case we need to do some post-show editing.
Cool.
The last time that we chatted, we were saying how awful the offense had been. They were just
again.
straight up not hitting. I think the only guy hitting at that time was Willie Adames, and that was when he had just started to come around.
Figure it out.
We now have had the last, like, since the deadline, over a month and a half, they've been hitting. Rafi Devers is on fire. Willie Adames has kept his pace going. Like those two alone have helped propel this offense. Matt Chapman has been hot too.
He's back since his injury.
Ever since he came back, and this was not something this team was doing before. They did it early on in the season, then they completely fell off, and now they're kind of coming back with the offense. They're scoring runs. Now, I will say, on the other hand, the pitching has not been as good.
It's been horrid, actually.
It is, like I said, the opposite. That was one of the things that was kind of keeping them alive, was that their pitching was so good. The fact that their 3 all-stars that they had this year were all pitchers. And go figure, the guys who were doing it early have not. I mean, thankfully, the offense has been able to hold their own, but it's literally the opposite of what we said last time, where the pitching was keeping them in games, and then you just kind of hope they hit enough to win. Now we're hoping that, they can
get through the third inning,
and the offense scores enough runs.
Yeah.
It's a complete opposite, and go figure, they've won more games with that method.
Sure.
But they haven't fully merged those together. Plus, obviously, they've been dealing with injuries, which have not helped a damn thing. I will say, for as sluggish as the pitchers have been, I got to give Justin Verlander his credit.
Yep. I'll do that.
He's looked good.
Yeah. It's kind of fun seeing a little bit of a resurgence from, a guy who, when he got his first win, I don't know, maybe a month and a half ago, if that. It's been fun to watch him, and now I don't freak out every time he's on the mound. It's because before it was, oh shoot, Justin's on the mound. It's guaranteed 5 runs, 11 hits, right? Now it's kind of shifted to the point where
he went toe-to-toe with Yamamoto.
Exactly. Yeah. One of the best pitchers in the National League, arguably. And that was a fun game to watch. Pitchers duel. I love pitchers duels. So, and
obviously the way it ended, you can't beat it.
Oh, we will talk about that.
I know we'll get into it, but
we'll get about that. But yeah. I kind of agree. Everything's just offense wise, at least, is clicking at the right time. They kind of were on that March to April stretch, right, where they were doing the same thing, just hitting, timely hitting, really situational hitting, not striking out really. So seeing that come back has been awesome, I think, for us Giants fans. This is something that we have longed to see. The last few seasons, it was kind of lackluster offense.
Especially at this point in the year.
Sure. Yeah. I think at this point in the year, the last, 2-3 years, they've been out of it. You've already seen the MLB on Fox posts. You've already seen the John Boy posts where San Francisco Giants have been eliminated. And it's September 16th, 17th. I don't know when this is coming out, but to be in the race this late in September hasn't been a thing since that magical 2021 season, really.
And before then, it was 2016.
Sure. Yeah. So they've had their struggles. I think this year, obviously, we have no idea what's going to happen. There's 12 games left, 13, whatever you want to call it. They're 2 out of a spot. The odds are their backs are against the wall. The odds are very much against them. But the way I kind of look at it, and I don't know if you look at it the same way, is no matter what happens this last half month, if they make it into the playoffs, unreal, right? That shows that they're here to stay. If they don't, you kind of look at it okay, we've seen what this team is capable of. We've seen how they can mesh together, play together when they're all clicking. get one or two more pieces that can help, what's the ceiling next year?
Yeah. And like I said, this was not the position the Giants were meaning to find themselves in. They sold at the deadline. They traded Camilo Duvall, Tyler Rogers, Mike Yastrzemski. You don't trade those guys
Not even close.
when you're trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
They were trying to make the playoffs. That's why they made the moves that they did. And go figure, a couple of the moves that have happened because of those trades have helped them out. Like,
can we talk about Chili Goubert? Can we talk
do I want to talk about Chili Goubert?
Talk about him. Oh, my camera even said, so excited that it left. Dude,
man,
I would have never thought in. Oh, hello, back here we are. I would have never thought in a million years that trading Tyler Rogers are arguably. I think I said this before. I was never up until the last year and a half. I wasn't a big Tyler Rogers fan. He was always blowing games, but here nor there, it's whatever. Go figure. One of the pieces that the Giants got out of that trade has been the spark that the Giants have been looking for in Drew Gilbert.
The guy.
Did anyone we didn't think that. I didn't I've heard of Drew Gilbert. I saw his walk-off Grandy at Tennessee 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And that was the most I heard about him, but now dude, I might fork up some cash and go grab me a jersey.
Who would have thought I'm going to go buy a jersey of a dude wearing number 61.
61.
Nobody. Oh man, is he fire. And like you said, this kind of came out of nowhere. Even when he was in the Met system, no one was talking about what a clubhouse,
an absolute fun guy,
psycho that this dude is. That's just something that has happened since he's come over here. And he's made what this team has been lacking, frankly, for years. And he's just been fun.
Yeah, dude.
How many fun players, the most casual fan will go to games to be I want to watch fun players. The Giants haven't had a lot of those very casual fun types of players. I will say Willie Adames and Rafi Devers have been two additions. Those dudes are fun because they've got that attitude and they also just hit like crazy.
Sure.
Even if Gilbert doesn't hit like that, his fun levels have damn near single-handedly helped this clubhouse rejuvenate itself, get everyone excited, get everyone involved. We haven't seen this. It's crazy. And it's so fun to watch.
I mean, did you watch that the warming up with Drew Gilbert that the Giants posted a few days ago?
That was one of the most hysterical videos the Giants have ever posted. They've posted some bangers over the years. There's a lot of great mic'd up moments. I don't think there's one that will quite beat.
It's never going to be
rookie going up to Jung-Hoo Lee and saying, "Hey, can you go up to our backup catcher and say daddy?" That's fucking nuts. That is insane.
It's unreal. I love it. I mean, I feel like I don't know if this is a common thing, but I feel like we haven't had a player like that since really Hunter Pence. He was a fun guy. He was great. Yeah, he was also a fantastic baseball player, but the vibes he brought were to that clubhouse when they were winning those World Series was unbelievable. And he's still you listen to the broadcasts, you watch the games, he's still bringing that.
Oh yeah.
It's been so much fun. So I mean,
just the quote that even, Robbie Ray came out with, when Drew Gilbert was really getting that national attention. And, there was obviously the clip of Gilbert going crazy, biting on his shirt. And, Robbie Ray looked like he wanted nothing to do with it. And then he comes out and says, we want him to do exactly that every day.
Yeah.
And go figure, since he has come up and has been hitting the ball, this team's winning.
Yeah. And like he's been playing good ball.
Yes.
Like, we're like, obviously the clubhouse factor is amazing, right? And that's kind of what the national media and season for, but he's been playing pretty decent ball. He had a rough start, right? Like his first hit came 4 or 5 games in to his Giants tenure, but he's been hitting the cover off the ball. Like big homers in big spots. Like again, like I said before, timely hitting. It's been fun to watch, man. Like
It's been so fun.
I mean, I feel like I say this in every podcast, but I feel like I'm beating a dead horse just by saying all these points. But man, like it's good to be a fan of the San Francisco Giants again. And I can't remember the last time I said that, if I'm going to be completely honest. You get a little bit of hope every season just to come falling right back down and saying, oh, well, it's what happened. So,
And then they just find themselves, complaining about where the season ended up. And then, but I this feels different. And we were saying that, before this podcast existed, when we were just bullshitting.
When we were in Spanish class.
When we were in Spanish class, we were talking about this team being like, this year feels different.
Sure.
With Posey around, with with a full season of Melvin, with just new factors in play, getting away from Farhan. It just feels different.
Okay, that was way after Spanish class, but
no, they don't know that.
They have no idea what we're
here.
Know, so.
We can lie.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like watching that presser with Posey getting introduced, and just the way I'll admit it. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. I was in the middle of class watching that. Can't lie. I was doing that. It was
as you should.
As I should, right? So, but hey. Just like I was getting goosebumps because he really cares for this team. He cares for the team. He cares for the city, and he cares for the fans. I think that's something that the Giants were missing, and it's very evident right now that it's back. Like the last few seasons have been, like, oh, Giants game's on. Cool. Let's watch it. Oh, this season, granted, they've had their struggles. Every team has their struggles, right? But there's never really a game, unless they're getting 30 bombed, that they're out of it.
Yeah.
Right? So those are my thoughts on that. All right. How far are we into this? 18. Let's do 1 or 2 more segments, and then let's get into this mini game.
I love it.
Which, by the way, foreshadowing, I know you know, but it's going to be shout out to Dude Perfect, their podcast, Almost Athletes, for this idea. It's an Oracle Park food, like snake draft or tier list or whatever you want to call it. It's going to be fun. I'm waiting for my dinner, so I'm hungry.
What'd you order?
Oh, I was going to make a salmon bowl.
Okay.
I'm on a health grind. Not really.
All right. Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, no, I'm not either.
Can't you tell?
No.
this is dinner. Come on now.
Sure now. All righty. You want to talk about Dodgers series?
I don't want to, but we got to get to it.
We have to. So
we got to get to it.
All right. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I've been doing this lately. Watch this. The segment. More music. All right, I'm gonna down it. Transition. Boom. All right.
How about that?
How about that?
We don't need that music. We can make our own sound effects.
We'll do that. All right.
Let's sing the intro. Outro.
I love it. Okay. Last weekend, I guess if you want to call it that, like a few days ago, obviously the Giants played in a huge matchup against their Southtown rivals, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Started off good and then kind of went in the direction of every other Giants-Dodgers series this year. Winning the first game and then just kind of getting blown out in the second two. Let's talk about game one. Why don't we? I don't have like stats or anything pulled up. This is for anyone listening or watching. This is very off the bone. Yeah.
From the heart.
So obviously we kind of alluded to 2 points. The pitching battle between Yamamoto and Verlander, and then the Patrick Bailey, I don't even know what to call it.
Aura farming,
sure. Let's start with that pitching battle. Would you kind of...
Man, I remember when we taped the first episode, I was dogging on Verlander. I was very much of the opinion of I would be surprised if he made it through the season on the team.
Yep.
Now it's kind of is he your most reliable guy right now? As nuts as that is to say, Logan Webb and Robbie Ray haven't looked that great, as was evidenced by games 2 and 3 of that series. Game 1 went to Verlander, and he went toe-to-toe with their ace.
Yeah.
Webb and Ray didn't do that.
They didn't even go toe. They didn't even get
They got smoked.
Yeah. Hey, can I give you a update real quick?
I would love an update.
4-3.
What the hell happened?
Yeah, so 1-run single by Alexander, and then 2-run dinger by ADC.
Hey, Reno Ace is legend, and we're Aces fans. We love ADC.
Seeing these players, it's awesome, but please do it.
Do it against any other team.
Please do it against a different team because they're currently tied or ahead of us.
I think we're tied.
Okay.
I think they have a better record, but I don't know exactly.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly how that works, but I think we're still technically ahead.
No. Wait, did the Mets win? The Mets won. We're 2.5 out.
Oh, no.
And they're 2.
God damn it.
Okay.
Tyler Rogers.
Well.
Thanks for Drew Gilbert.
Yeah. This might be it. All right, sidetrack. If they don't win this game today, is it over?
I never want to say die, but
3 out with 12 left.
And you're now if the D-backs are now ahead of you if say they lose tonight, well, if they win, that puts the Giants back at 2.
Sure.
And that kicks the D-backs back to 3.
Yeah.
So I think this does turn into a must-win.
Oh boy. All right. Well, we'll keep you guys updated. Also a man on first with.
Damn it, Del Castillo. We like you, but not against the Giants.
Not that much though. Please go.
Not against the Giants.
All right. Anyways, where were we? Ooh, double play. So 2 outs.
Okay, there we go.
Huge. All right, momentum.
Oh, by Vargas, another Aces guy.
Sure. Oh, dude, this entire it's funny seeing players on a different team, on a different minor league team than your own fan base,
right?
And knowing them argue. I'll admit it, I know more players on the Aces than I do the River Cats right now.
Oh, 100%. I'm on the MLB.com game day.
Sure.
I'm looking at this line. I'm looking at Blaze Alexander, Adrian Del Castillo, Ildemaro Vargas.
Those are all dudes we watched a month ago.
Jorge Barosa, Jordan Lawler. Yeah, we watched these guys when we went to a game.
Yeah.
The day before we recorded this podcast.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Back to what we were talking about.
Sidetrack.
Sorry about that. Again, off the dome. There's no
there's no planning here.
Yeah.
We're drinking for crying out loud.
Heck, I'm done with mine, but I'm probably gonna be done. All right. Okay. So we went over the series against the Dodgers. Okay. Pitching battle. You were saying Verlander is our most reliable guy. Expand on that. Watch this. Ready?
Is uh-oh. Where'd you
Hey.
go? I didn't realize that was happening. I thought you disconnected.
No, you're good.
Wait, is that a thing? You can
Yeah.
like just make me go up full?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what happened?
No.
Oh,
No, I just fully exited out of the thing last time. All right.
okay.
Continue.
Well, so what I was at was, obviously, not to say Verlander is the number one. He's not. He's the 3 at most. Regardless of how the season ends and if they even do get into a playoffs, Verlander's your number 3. Which is scary when to say he's pitched better as of late than both Logan Webb and Robbie Ray.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, it's not like the offense, well, game 3 offense got a little stymied, but game 2
is decent.
They still hit pretty well.
Yeah.
They still put up, 7, 8 runs?
7.
Like they still, and they were like in it, pretty late. It was, unfortunately, they had to kind of dip deep into their bullpen and then it got blown out from there. But it was 9-7 at one point. They were within striking distance.
They were winning.
And they were winning. So it's not to say that it's on the offense, it's on the pitching.
Yeah.
Which is the complete opposite. I mentioned earlier, it's the complete opposite of where they were at a month ago.
Yeah.
Where, pitching was the one thing keeping them in it, and you felt pretty confident trading away a couple of your good pitchers in order to help for the future. But now your pitching's kind of struggling, which is not the thing you're wanting heading into the postseason if you make it. It's a little scary. Like I said, it's so nice to see the offense doing what they're doing, but as hyped up about the offense as I am, that's about as much concern as I have for the pitching.
Yeah.
Where, they've been throwing out Kaiwei Tang, Carson Seymour. Tonight they're throwing out Tristan Beck. This is a team vying for a playoff spot. And so you really need your other 3 guys, like your penciled in guys, to do really, really well. And when your worst of the 3 is the one doing the best, it scares me.
Yeah. Do we have an update on Landon Root? What's his situation? Do we know?
I think he threw a bullpen a couple of days ago. I don't know if he's going to be back in the regular season. I'm pretty sure he will. If they make the postseason, he would be back for that.
Okay, so they're just going to be short for the rest of the regular season.
Yeah, I think they're kind of just piecing it together, which is not where you want to be.
No, you can't do that right now.
But if they had Roop and Wisenhunt, I'm sure they'd be doing better.
Yeah.
But both of them have been on the shelf for almost a month, so it's hurt. And Wisenhunt was hurt before that. He just got his knee blown up on a comebacker and then is out again. So
sure. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. The pitching it was very evident in the Dodgers series. It wasn't great. They kind of if they are vying for a playoff spot, which we will see how tonight goes. If they lose this game tonight, it's over, I think. If they win it, then they're back in it. But if they do get in it, they need those guys to really step it up. But then the other issue is there's no real you don't have any games to waste on maybe a bullpen game just to give these guys some extra rest, right? The Phillies and the Brewers, they have that luxury. They are locked in. The Giants, being in this position, it's not great for a struggling pitching staff just because you can't lose any games. If you lose a game, you're out, right? So yeah, it's tough. I think it can get back.
More update, 5-3 Giants. Wilmer Flores hit a home run.
No way. That's real?
That is real.
Wow, he's so
5-3.
good. I would have never talked bad about you.
I know. We were both saying before we
ripping on
started recording, we're like, they've called up Bryce Eldrige. We haven't even mentioned that in this
No,
podcast.
and we will
Bryce
mention that
Eldrige got
probably.
called up, and he is not starting tonight. We're like, why?
What's happening? Yeah.
And then go figure, Wilmer Flores, what is that, his second RBI on the night, and now he's hit a homer?
Yeah, he's 2 for 2, 2 RBIs. Unreal. Attaboy.
Attaboy. Let's go, Flo.
You're enjoying your last few days as a Giant, unfortunately. Being real.
We'll get him back to October.
Please.
Single-handedly.
Okay. Let's talk about still game 1. I don't really think we need to mention game 2 and 3, maybe for pitching aspects, but the extra innings in game 1. Roller coaster, baby. Roller coaster. Right? You gotta okay. Actually, let's start with the 9th inning. I believe there was a man on third. I can't remember who was hitting, but there was a man on third. Someone hits a pop fly to shallow right center or shallow center, and Williams sends the guy on third and ends the game.
Oh, Matt Williams.
So that I can see both sides to that situation. One, the game's on the line. You have to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
But two, like that ball, it maybe got 50, 75 feet from the infield. Like it was not a ball that was hit far.
No.
So that send I think was silly considering there was only one out. Granted, you need to at that stage you need to hit the ball a little further. I can't remember who was batting, but I think it was Wilmer.
I can't remember either.
But in that stage, you feel like as a player, you know what you need to do. Didn't execute, happens. So go to the 10th. Man on second, obviously, because of the ghost runner. And then Mookie hits a pop fly to right. With
Grant McCray.
And then Grant McCray with 100. I believe the miles per hour was 101 or 103.
It was
laser beam.
It was one of the most impressive throws I've seen in recent memory.
I will agree with that.
And also from a guy who just straight up hasn't had playing time.
No.
He's on this team as like a warm body. He was only in that game because, what was he, a pinch runner for Luis Matos?
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets a shot. He comes in and comes up with one of the most clutch plays of the season, let alone the game.
Probably saved the season up at that point.
Like giving them the chance to get out of that inning with nothing, obviously the guy starting in scoring position knocks him out all first batter.
Yeah.
And then they have the chance to walk it off in the 10th, which they obviously did, but that wouldn't have happened had Grant McCray not made that awesome play. And for him to come up in that moment, having, like I said, had almost no time since he's been called back up,
was
hell of a play.
Awesome. I can confirm, I'm sorry to my neighbors. I was screaming at probably 9:45 p.m. Can guarantee, yeah.
No, they would understand. They would understand.
Play of the year, I think. Defensive play of the year. Up until this point.
I can't think of another one.
No. I mean, there's probably some Chapman or Adames plays.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy, sure. But for something that as meaningful as that to happen, that's memorable.
You're not going to find a situation where that will happen.
No.
In a more clutch spot.
Yeah. Then bottom 10. I honestly can't even remember what happened. I know the runner was on second. I believe there's a walk. I remember there was a walk. Someone struck out or something. Then Jung-Hoo Lee was up. He got the foul tip call. which we won't even talk about. We'll just let that slide. And then no. Someone got out. Then Jung Hoo Lee walked. Then they intentionally walked Casey Schmidt.
That
That's right.
sounds right.
Yes. And then 1-0 count. Barrels looked for something outside, like hot above the zone, fastball above the zone, lasers one, and arguably
Had no
has
height,
the most.
just a straight laser beam.
And he had the most pimp bat flip of the entire year. I don't hate you for that.
Gross.
I don't care. It was awesome. So let's talk about, like, I think for me, that really kind of shows the fight and the grit of this team. They can kind of like put them in any situation and they can make something happen. Right?
Can I argue something real quick? I absolutely agree.
Okay.
With just the offense.
Sure.
I think when it comes to those kind of situations, because I think in game 2, they were down.
They were
9-4 at one point.
Yeah. Yep.
And they worked it back to 9-7. And so, like, even in those kinds of scenarios, the offense is showing that they're able to, work a rally and, give the pitchers a fighting chance. The pitchers got to do their part.
Can't give the fighting chance.
Yeah, you got to at least give the offense a chance. And it kind of seemed like in that Dodgers series, they weren't giving them much of a chance. And even last night with game 1 against the D-backs, offense they got shelled.
Didn't have it. Yeah. So, yeah, I agree with that. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but it does. I mean, it does kind of show the offense is clicking somewhat.
Yeah, I mean, the offense is so locked. They're the most locked in they've been all year. And I don't think there's any point in the year that you can dispute that. I mean, obviously they were red hot to start the year, but they also didn't have Rafi Devers at that point. They didn't have Drew Gilbert at that point. They didn't have Willie Adames even doing well.
No.
So, I think back to the pitching, and not only did they trade away Duvall and Rogers, they lost Randy Rodriguez. That was a huge part of your bullpen, and he's gone for not just the rest of this year, but all of next year too.
Yep.
And
Tommy J.
As much as I love Ryan Walker,
brother,
you would rather have those 3 guys ahead of him.
Yeah.
And that just shows where this team was at when they made the trades that they did. Because obviously in hindsight, if they knew they were going to be in this position, they wouldn't have made those trades. Now, I think we're still pretty happy.
I think we're very happy
with the results of those trades. I think, now that we're a month and change, away from both those trades, I think we're looking at that like, hey, we got a great return for Rogers. Duvall hasn't been very good in New York, and the prospects we got back have been pretty good.
Has Rogers been good?
I think Rogers has been pretty good for the Mets. Like about the same pace he was for the Giants. Not anything crazy, but I think he's still been pretty good. But Duvall, Yankees,
brother. Yeah. It's streaky. The pitching, at least. The offense is good. One last thought before we get into this game thing. Is Adames going to break the 30 homer first?
Oh, man, I hope he does.
You don't. I would say 2 weeks, like a week ago, I thought he was 100% going to, but he hasn't hit a homer in a week.
Yeah.
Around that. He didn't hit one of the Giants.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to say he is because we have 3 games against the Rockies.
Okay. Yep. That'll do it.
I'm like, because that's my thing. I'm like, who are they playing?
Sure.
I think at least 3 games. I think he gets at least 1 against the Rockies. And so if he can just happens to get one more sometime around there, I think he's in. Like if he hits one tonight or tomorrow, he gets 30 for sure.
Good. Yep, I agree. All righty. I love it. Okay, so let's flip a coin and see who goes first. You want heads or tails?
I've heard that one of them never fails.
Tails never fails.
Never does.
Flip a coin.
It didn't fail, did it?
Didn't.
It didn't fail.
Yeah.
I told you it don't.
Oh, it's
Here,
upsetting.
so before we get into this, why don't you explain more about the
Okay.
inspiration and kind of what we're doing?
True that. All right. So, I'm not sure if I said this at the beginning of the podcast, but last Wednesday I watched the Dude Perfect Almost Athletes podcast. Shout out to them. Love Dude Perfect, even as a 23-year-old. I don't care. And they did like an NFL game day, sitting on your couch. What do you want to eat or make? Right. And they had a bunch of foods like buffalo wings, pizza, buffalo chicken dip, all of this, right? All like the staple fall football foods. So I decided to make one of the most notable Oracle Park foods. So other way.
Oh, is it this way?
That way. Yeah.
On my screen, it's this way.
Okay.
But
Whatever.
I'll point this way. That's gonna look ridiculous.
But yeah, so I have 9 foods. You want to do? I didn't think this through. You want to do 5 each? Nope.
Well, I mean, if we go 4 and
each.
4, and then we just got one wild card that we leave off.
Yeah.
And then we'll let the people in the comments be very mad that it didn't get picked.
I love it. I agree. So just for a rundown, you got the Crazy Crab sandwich. You have the Gilroy garlic fries. You have the Super Duper burger. You have the classic Ghirardelli sundae. You've got a poke bowl. You've got some Tony's pizza. You've got some organic coop chicken wraps, Fuku chicken sandwiches, and some raw ramen.
Mm-hmm.
Samuel.
So I want to preface this by saying that we're recording this around dinner time. So this is making me
I'm starving.
famished. I am nice and hungry. In Giants baseball, they're playing the D-backs right now. They're not at Oracle Park, but if they were, this would that would turn this up to 1,000.
Yeah.
But if we're talking Oracle Park foods, and I have the number 1 pick, I think you know where I'm going. You go there for a staple. There's a lot of these things you can get anywhere. You're not getting the Crazy Crab sandwich anywhere else than Oracle Park.
Damn it.
That is the clear 1-1 pick. That is the clear 1-1.
That's my favorite. Oh, you're so right. Okay. I don't have a way to like cross them off.
That's fine. We'll tally them up at the end. We'll throw it into a graphic when it goes on Reels.
True. Yeah.
Just got to do some editing. No problem.
Yeah, we'll do it. All right. Want to do snake draft? So
yeah. So
okay.
You get next, and
I get next. So
you got next 2? Okay.
I got next 2. Fair. So then you would get the 2 after that.
Okay. I like that.
Like a fantasy football draft.
I like it.
2-0, by the way, in that.
Here you go.
I'm gonna go garlic fries.
Hard to go wrong. Hard to go wrong. I think that's where I was thinking it too. If I had number 2,
you would have gone there.
I think I would have gone there too.
I think this is gonna be a pretty basic list. I feel like everyone's gonna agree with all these.
You also have number 3.
I do. I am going to go with the Ghirardelli sundae.
Oh, you son of a gun. I was hoping to sneak that at 4.
No.
I was hoping.
No, you can't not go to Oracle and not get one of those.
I know. And that's what sucks about the snake is because I probably Dude, if we were just going normal back and forth, I would have snagged
100%
Ghirardelli.
gonna snag that. Absolutely.
I would have snagged Ghirardelli at 3. That is the right decision.
It's the only answer there.
I think we're perfect so far. I think those
so.
are your top 3.
Yeah.
Now here is where we might start
4 and 5.
Now here's where we might start to get controversial because now we're starting to
I didn't
think.
add one. There was one I didn't add. It was the Greek thing. I forgot what it's called.
Oh,
a euro.
The euro. That's right. Yes.
So just know that is also on the list. It's
that'll be number 10. So we can go all the way up to 10 here. Okay. We'll add the euro to it.
Yeah. So not pictured, but it's on the list.
Okay. All right. So I got 4 and 5. Man. See, like I said, this is kind of the point where you kind of start to diversify your taste. It depends on who you are.
Sure.
For me, if I'm going to a ballpark, normally you go for the dogs. I normally will go for the dogs if I'm going to a ball game and I'm getting any kind of food. If there's a second one I'm going for, though, it's probably a pizza. I'm taking Tony's Pizza. I'm taking Tony's Pizza at 4.
That's crazy.
I'm taking that at 4. Followed by.
That is not where I thought you were going to go.
Where you thought?
I won't say where I thought you were going to go.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go there.
Well, luckily I have the 5, so I can just follow up with what my other pick would be, and that's Fuku chicken.
Damn. Okay.
I think if I'm going for, like I said, my go-to is a dog. I'm always going to go for a dog. But a pizza or chicken tenders, I can also get down with that at a ball game.
Okay.
I like what the park's got to offer.
I like the chicken tenders. Pizza doesn't seem like a ballpark food.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
And maybe that's just a me thing. I enjoy them.
It is. Okay. So there's a clear winner to my 6 here. And that's going to be the Super Duper Burger.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you were saying you go to the ballpark for a hot dog. I was mouthing the words burger because I thought that's where you're going to go. Hot dogs and burgers are very, very comparable. He took pizza, so I'm very, very excited that he is still on the board. And now he's not.
Maybe the steal of the draft. I
mean, I won't say it. Comments down below on YouTube or any of the podcast things, or if we make this a reel, which we probably will, or just a short form YouTube video. Let us know. Okay. This is going to be fun. So you took my crazy crab sandwich.
Of course.
And I love seafood. So we're going with the poke bowl.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have the 8, 9, and then I have the last.
So this is really it. I get to decide. I get to decide everything that we're getting.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Oh, exactly.
And the euro is the sneaky guy on here.
I agree with that.
You going
now?
Euro?
I lost.
Well, I haven't decided just yet, but I haven't had the organic coupe. Have you had that? What's your review?
I haven't. No, but from what I'm aware of and what I read when I was kind of making this graphic is it's just a chicken wrap. Like chicken, like locally, I think it's locally sourced and all that. So it's a chicken wrap. Place.
Interesting. Okay.
Which I think next time, which is probably going to be next season, we have to go investigate that.
Do you think, so after we do our draft, is this one where we're going to go around to every spot in Oracle and have everything on our own team?
I love it.
Write this down. Hey, I got the crazy crab sandwich. I'm getting that anyway, even if I didn't draft it.
I probably will too, if I'm going to be completely honest with you.
But back to
Right.
our draft.
Okay. Oh man.
I got it. I think it just kind of comes down to what you're doing at a ball game.
Sure.
And I don't think when you're eating food, you're eating out of a bowl very often.
No, I'm gonna get ramen.
I think you're going to get ramen. I'm going to get the chicken wrap and the gyro with 8 and 9.
That's horrible.
I think that is how we're going to wrap this up. Because when I'm at a game, I need my hands free. You don't know when a foul ball's coming your way.
Yeah.
You got to have those hands ready. You can at least have one hand on your chicken wrap or your tender or your crazy crab sandwich, and you can throw one hand up there to snag a foul ball. Like, you got to have one ready. You can't really do that with soup.
If you're skilled enough, you could one-hand it with soup.
If you're skilled enough, but I know I'm not. So
All right.
I'm more going based on my if I had a bowl of soup, I'm spilling that all over the person in the row in front of me, and they are not happy with me.
No, they're pissed.
They are so pissed.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we kind of knew the ramen was going to be the last overall pick, and I think if we didn't add the gyro, that was the last one. That was just the one that was off the list. Nothing wrong with ramen. Love ramen. Not a ballpark.
You saved me a little bit with the gyro.
Yeah, I really did. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, so Sam goes with the crazy crab sandwich, the Tony's pizza, the Fuku chicken wrap, or the Fuku chicken sandwich, the organic coop wrap, and the gyro. I go with the garlic fries, Gears Deli Sundae, the burger, the poke bowl, and ramen. Okay, I like
Frankly,
it. And
either you're eating at either one of our teams, you're having a good day.
you're having a blast. Yeah. Yeah, I
You're
think we
also
both
at the
have some
ballpark,
we both have star players. Like yours was the crab sandwich, mine was the garlic fries and the sundae. Yours,
yeah.
like the Tony's pizza. I know that's a really, really big one. So I like it. And shout out to all the other vendors and whatnot that are
we
there.
definitely left a couple out. Plus, we
We
didn't
left
even
a couple
mention
out,
beer
but-
being on there, which we would definitely crush a couple.
No, which one?
Oh, I was saying that beer's not on the list, and we would for sure crush a couple beers while we're out there.
Yeah, I mean that's just like Coors Light and all that. So.
Oh, don't you diminish Coors Light now.
Oh, I love Coors Light. I love Coors Light. But I think for this purpose of this, food was a good idea. But no, all of these would have been paired with a cold one. Just for all the feds, we are both 21 and over. So
We're good. We're good.
All right. Let's stop sharing that screen. Go back to normal. All righty. So we are hitting it close to an hour. I mean, should we talk a little bit about Bryce Eldrige and then wrap it up there?
I would love to talk about Bryce. First off, I respect the dude who just goes with the most unconventional number that you can ever come up with.
71.
I loved it with Joe. 78.
Oh, that's worse.
Like I said,
But I love it.
hey, I love it with Drew Gilbert, 61. Logan Webb, 62.
62.
That's random.
I've got that jersey, and I love it.
78 might be the next. You take two of the GOAT numbers, 7 and 8. Eldridge
Or
is the
6
size
and
of
7.
two GOATs.
Or 6 and 7. That will be clipped and put on the internet for eternity, and I'm not mad about it. Okay, I love it. Yeah. Whoopsies.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Bryce Eldrige, do your thing. Talk about him.
Man, I mean, I was surprised they even called him up.
I was too. Like I knew it was a possibility, but the fact that it happened, I think maybe like they just needed him for a playoff push. Maybe they just wanted to give him some reps, but the fact that it happened at this point in the year and didn't happen, like just didn't leave it until spring training and opening day next year, which we all know he was going to be on the roster, right? It's fun. It gives the kids some good experience, still keeps them in the race for the a potential rookie of the year next year, which Giants haven't had one of those since Buster Posey.
Nope. No one even in the running.
No, yeah, because I mean, what? No, I was gonna say Ramos, but he was never quite there. There was someone that was close.
I don't think Ramos was a rookie. I think he'd exceeded rookie, but that was his first full season.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love it. I think it's definitely a surprising call up for sure. I think that might be a little bit of a hot take. I think we saw the September call ups, and I know a lot of people were a little bit surprised that Eldridge was not on there, but it's real. Like, sure, yeah, but it's not like at the same time, it's not that surprising because you hear Posey say, "Oh, we want to keep him fresh. We want to like just have him develop throughout the year." But the fact that the minor league season's over, so why not bring him up?
Yeah.
Right.
And I will say this probably wouldn't have happened if Dom Smith didn't, go into a splits and hurt himself.
Yeah. Shout out to Dom Smith, though. We love you.
Dom Smith has been one of the surprising key players of this team. And I think this more goes to show how valuable that Smith has been to where he gets hurt and you're calling up your number one prospect to replace him.
Yeah.
I mean, Smith has been that dude this year on both sides. He's done it with the glove. He's done it with the bat. There's a reason why in a lineup of Willie Adames, Matt Chapman, Elliot Ramos, Rafi Devers, Smith was batting fourth a lot of the time.
Yeah, most of the time.
This dude was in there for a reason. He was a big part of why this offense was clicking. And so for him to go down, it hurts a lot. Like, I think not a lot of people are going to realize how much his lineup contributions are going to hurt him. And that's why I think they made this move was because, well, I think like you mentioned, minor league season being over. So you keep him fresh. He's still got the rookie eligibility heading into next year. And you keep you hope that Eldridge can be as good as Smith, hopefully better. But, that having that kind of presence not in the lineup, like I said, it kind of speaks volumes when you're calling up, your best prospect since Kyle Harrison when he first got called up. I don't even think Harrison got as high as Eldridge did.
No way. No, Harrison. Was Harrison ever a number the Giants' number one? I don't think he was. I think he was maybe number two.
He was the Giants' number one, and I want to say he got up to as high as MLB's 20 something. Okay. Eldridge was MLB number 14.
Yeah.
13. Crazy high.
Wild.
So happy he's here. About damn time, as Lizzo would say.
I love that. Okay, last point I want to make before we wrap this up. Still about there were some points we didn't hit, but that's fine. Last point I want to make before we wrap this up. Still about Bryce Eldrige. What happens next year? The reason I say this, Devers, I feel like you can't play Devers as just a DH. I think he's got to play somewhere. What happens to Dom Smith? What happens with that whole first base situation? Because Devers and Smith were switching off between the first base. So you could probably see a little bit of that, right? But then I think I mentioned this in the last episode we did. So the first one, is there any form of reason to move, start developing Eldridge into an outfielder? And even then, now outfield is a little crowded. So, and I know the Giants are also in the running for.
It's definitely worth a discussion.
Yeah. Continue.
Sorry, I think there was a little glitch on my end, so I just started talking because I thought you were done.
No, you're fine.
But like you said, there's a couple of different factors, and I definitely think the pursuit of Kyle Tucker might play a role in it.
That's what I was gonna ask. That's what I was finishing with.
Yep. So to piggyback that point, I mean, that's one of the best players out there, like just generally. And Giants have been linked. There is, I mean, the fit's there. They have an opening. Obviously, don't want to try and take away playing time from guys like Drew Gilbert or Luis Matos, but if you have a chance to go get Kyle Tucker, I mean, that dude's a beast. So I have a feeling that, obviously if they get Tucker, then I think that kills Eldridge's outfield opportunities. I think that will just, is not going to happen.
Sure. Yeah. And that's 100% I agree with that.
But say he re-signs with the Cubs and there's not really another outfield, which is likely. Like the Giants have dished out a lot of money. They just committed, 8 more seasons to Rafi Devers that they weren't expecting to. So their payroll, if they hadn't made the Devers trade, I would have said they're going 100% in the Kyle Tucker sweepstakes. Now that Devers is here and, they kind of have their lefty bopper, I'm like, well, they could. It'd be awesome to have him, but would they want to add another contract, another, kind of similar archetype to Devers where, lefty power bat, and
it's going to be
high to middle of the order contract.
I'm hearing
it's going to be making more than Devers, I would imagine.
I'm hearing like
probably 400. Yeah, closer to 400. Devers is making just over 3, but it depends. My guess, as much as I don't want it to happen, my guess is Dom Smith is out, which sucks because he's been awesome, and I want him back. But I don't think they can justify having both him, Devers, and Eldridge on the same roster at the same time. 3 left-handed first base / DH types. Yeah. Now, if one of those was a righty, I would be like, all right, see you, Wilmer Flores.
Sure.
We've shown we can roll with 3 with just that little bit of variety. But 3 lefty hitters, I can't see.
It's kind of like we're in a good spot. They're in a good spot now, but the offseason is there's going to be some tough conversations. And I think that's something that a lot of Giants fans, myself included, are overlooking. Someone has to go. Like they will not trade Eldridge. That's just
and they will not trade Devers.
That's a no-go, and they won't trade Devers. So as much as we hate it, I think Smith is going to be gone.
Which sucks because it's nothing that he did. He's been crazy good. Yeah. When the Giants signed him, no one thought that he was going to be they thought him to be the Lamont Wade replacement, and go figure, he's been nails. Yeah. He's been sick.
He's been the best. So I agree with that. You hate to see it. You hate to hear it, but it's kind of just the reality. It's a business at the end of the day, as much as it is a game. Got to do what's best for your team, and I think that is the best move for the team, which is a bummer.
Sucks. Well, hey, maybe they are just like, you know what? Bryce Eldrige, you're going to be our new left fielder, and we're going to move Ramos to right, and we're going to figure it out from there.
Yep.
Which in that case, I hope they bring back Dom Smith. Because maybe they are looking at it like, this guy was such a valuable piece, we don't want to let him go. So we're going to figure it out. Maybe we will experiment with defensive alignment and try and make it work somehow. We'll see. That'll be a fun conversation in the offseason.
Yep, that's a November issue. That's not a September issue.
We still got a handful. We got a couple of weeks left.
Yep, I love it. All righty, boss. Let me play my music. That's it. That's all I've got to talk about. Yeah. Thank you guys again for listening to an hour and 6 minutes of us just yap our ears off. It's been a pleasure, Sam. Thank you for coming back on. Warriors podcast is soon. I promise you. I keep saying I have one recorded. I'm going to re-record it, but I'm going to bring on a very, very special guest that a lot of Warriors fans and NBA fans will know.
Who is it?
Cliffhanger. You have to wait and find out.
Oh, I thought I could get it out of you. I
No.
thought.
Nope. You got to subscribe and follow all the podcasts and all that to know that information. But yeah, exciting stuff coming for the channel. I think it's going to be something that really kind of propels it and gets it going. But yeah, thank you, Sam, for coming on. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Sweet, guys. All right. Till next time, Weekly 4 and 5 out.